Hi students. So welcome to today's experiment, that is staircase wiring. So it is basically a one lamp controlled by two switch. So we can see this type of connections in our home actually. So we have the staircase. So we have a lamp to light up the staircase. So you can control the light of the lamp either at the bottom part of the stair or at the top part of the stair. So this is our today's experiment. So in this experiment, we use SPDT switch, that is single pole double throw switch or a two-way switch. Here you can see we have three terminals. The middle one is known as the common. Then you have the top one, that is terminal 1, and the bottom one, that is terminal 2. Okay, so total we have three terminals, that is terminal 1 common, then terminal 2. So position C1 means we have connected common and terminal 1 of the particular switch, and terminal and position C2 of the switch means we have connected the common and terminal 2 of the switch. So please have a look at the two-way switch here. Now we can see how the connection is made in the connection video. Okay, now we'll see the condition table. Okay, so condition table, there is a logic required to wire up the circuit. So we have total three components. We have two switches S1 and S2 and we have the lamp L. So as I have said earlier, C1 means when the common point and the terminal 1 of SPDT switches get connected. Now that is known as C1. And C2 means when the common point of the switch is getting connected to the terminal 2. Okay, so the condition is, we are forming the condition like S1 and S2, the two switches. If S1 is in the position C1 and S2 is in the position C1, then the lamp should glow. Okay, see, this is the logic which I am designing. You can design in any ways which you would like. So once you need to develop the logic, then only we can go for the wiring. So according to me, I am just developing this logic. Now you can try a different one also. So our logic for the bulb to glow is S1 should be in the position C1 and S2 should be also be in the position C1. Okay, now the next logic to keep the lamp aglow is, see the condition 4, that is S1 should be in the position C2 and S2 should be also be in the position C2. So these are the two conditions to turn on the lamp. Okay, now to turn off the lamp, the condition is S1 should be kept in position C1, then S2 should be in the position C2. Okay, also if S1 is in the position C2, then S2 should be made in the position C1. Now these two are the logic which I have decided to keep the lamp turned off. Okay, now we'll see how the wiring can be done to implement this particular logic. Okay, now you can see the layout diagram here. You have the lamp. To the lamp, you have two switches connected. Then you have the supply. All are placed equidistant. Now this is the way you need to assemble in the board. Okay, and this is the layout of the staircase wiring. Okay, now this is the circuit diagram. Okay, in the circuit diagram, you can see we have given a single phase supply at the supply end, that is single phase AC 230 volt 50 Hz supply. Okay, then we have the main switch 16 ampere. We have the ICDP main switch here. Then in the phase wire, you can see a fuse worth of 16 ampere. Then the phase wire straight away goes to switch 1, to the common terminal of switch 1. Then we have a connection from the terminal 1 of switch 1 to the terminal 1 of switch 2. Okay, then we have a connection from the terminal 2 of switch 1 to the terminal 2 of switch 2. Okay, then from the common point of switch 2, you have the connection to the lamp. Then from the lamp, you have the connection to the neutral. Now, how to connect? How I made the decision that I need to connect the terminal 1 of S1 to the terminal of 1 of S2 is that, according to my logic which I have done in the condition table, when switch S1 and S2 are in condition C1, then only the bulb should glow. Now that is a condition which I have decided. Okay, so C1 condition means the connection, there should be a connection between the point C and the terminal 1. Okay, so for both switch S1 and S2, there should be a connection between point C and terminal 1. Then only that particular circuit will get complete, and hence the current reaches the lamp. Okay, you can see in the diagram when we are in position C1, there is establishing a connection between the common point C and the terminal 1. So that is the meaning of C1 of switch S1. Okay, so when switch S1 and S2 both are in C1, that is when there is a connection between C and terminal 1 for S1 and S2, then the current reaches the lamp L. That's why I have connected 1 and 1 terminal of switch S1 and S2. Okay, likewise, when both the switches S1 and S2 are in condition C2, that is when there is a connection between the common point and the terminal 2 of both switches S1 and S2, then the current will reach the lamp and hence the lamp glows. So you can see whenever this particular connecting rod or connection turns from position C to 2 for both switch S1 and S2, a continuous connection will be established right from the phase common point, then at the terminal 2 of switch S1, then again the current flows to the terminal 2 of S2, and hence since S2 is also in the position C2, from terminal 2 of switch S2 it reaches the common point C of switch S2, and hence it will reach the lamp, and hence the lamp glows. Now this is the two glow condition, and two glow conditions are implemented here according to my logic or condition table. Now we can see the next condition, that is when to turn off the bulb. Okay, in that condition you can see, if you remember the table, so to turn off the bulb, switch S1, if switch S1 is in C1, then switch S2 should be in C2, and if S1 is in C2, then switch S2 should be in C1. Okay, so you can see this connection. So please imagine the circuit from phase to neutral should be a continuous circuit for the current to reach the lamp. If in between the circuit breaks, then current will not reach the lamp, that is current only flows through a closed circuit. So we all know this. Now we'll see. So if switch S1 is in position C1, then there is a connection between common point C to the terminal 1, and if S2 is in position C2, then there will be a connection, or this connecting rod will be joining the common point C to terminal 2 of switch S2. Okay, now you can see that from S1, if S1 is in the position C1, then the current takes through the pathway of terminal 1, and since terminal 1 of switch S1 is connected to terminal 1 of S1, so when you reach switch S2, the condition is C2, so the connecting rod or the common point is connected to terminal 2 and not connected to terminal 1, then there is a break here, and hence it is not a continuous circuit, so the current will never reach the lamp. Hence, when switch S1 is in position C1 and switch S2 is in position C2, there is no continuous path for the current to flow, hence the lamp remains turned off. Likewise, you have the next condition, that is when switch S1 is in position C2, the current takes the way from common point C to the terminal 2 of switch S1, then it reaches S2. To see that in point 2 there is no connecting rod to S1, there is no connecting rod to the common point C, so there is a breakage, and hence no current will pass through non-continuous circuit, so the current will not reach the lamp, and hence the lamp will remain in the off condition. So hence we have wired according to our condition logic that we have written in the condition table. Okay, so this is the connection for staircase wiring. Okay, so the components required is, you have the conduits, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 conduits you have, Then for each conduit you need a saddle, so we have 5 saddles. Then you have a 4-way junction box here. Okay, this is the closing lid of the junction box. Then we have 2 SPDT switches, single pole double throw switches we have. Okay, 2 SPDT switches. Then you have the switch box here to support the switch. Then next we have is the round block, then the lamp holder, then the lamp. So these are the components for the experiment staircase wiring. So this is the connection of staircase wiring. So staircase wiring is basically one lamp controlled by 2 switches. Okay, now we can see the connections. So we have a phase and we have a neutral. So it is already connected to the supply. Now we are taking the phase wire. Okay, we are taking the phase wire and then it is connected to this switch. Now here we are using SPDT switch, that is single pole double throw switch. So the phase wire we are connecting it to the common point. Okay, so this is the common terminal, the point C. Okay, that you can see in the circuit diagram, that's a common point. So from the phase you're connecting it to the common point. Okay, now then you have point 1 and point 2. Okay, when you point 1 and 2, you can refer the circuit diagram. You can see there's a point C, common point, then you have 1 and 2 terminals in the switch. Now from the terminal 1, it is connected to the second SPDT switch terminal 1 as per the connection diagram. Okay, and likewise from terminal 2 of SPDT switch S1, the connection it goes to the second terminal of SPDT switch S2. Okay, so that connection is done. Now since connection 1 and 2 is done, now the next is from the common point of SPDT switch S2, there goes a connection to one of the terminal of the lamp. Okay, then the next terminal of the lamp, it is the neutral wire. So neutral wire, it is getting connected to the next terminal of the lamp, and hence the connection of staircase wiring is completed. Okay, now we are gonna implement, or we are gonna see the final output for the experiment. So to see the final output, we have already derived the logic on how this particular circuit need to work. That is our condition table. So you know what is C1, C2 and common point. That is C1 means it is 0.1, C2 so 0.1, and C2 means it is 0.2 of our SPDT switch. So these are the conditions. So based on this condition, these logic has to be implemented through our wiring now. So C1 matlab this is the 0.1, this is the 0.2, and here you have the common. So we have already seen that in the previous video. So this condition of the, or this position of the switch is position C1. Okay, that is common to 0.1, and this is how we implement the condition C1, that is common to 0.1 of switch S2. For C2, this should be the position of the switch, that is 0.2 to common for switch S1. Now for switch S2, this should be the position for implementing C2, that is from 0.2 to common of switch S2. Okay, so we'll switch on the supply. Okay, so we'll see the first condition, that is switch S1 C1, switch S2 C1, then we have the lamp on. Okay, so switch S1, this is C1, point 1, I mean terminal 1 and common point. Now switch S2 C1, so this is C1. point 1 and common terminal, you can see the logic is satisfied, that is the lamp glows. Okay, now we'll see the next condition, that is switch S1 should be in the position C1, switch S2 should be in the position C2, then the lamp will be turned off. So switch S1 in the position C1, switch S2 should be in the position C2. Okay, now the lamp is off. That is our second condition. So that is satisfied. Now we'll go for the third condition, that is switch S1 should be on the position C2 and switch S2 should be on the position C1, then the lamp should be turned off. Okay, so switch S1 should be on the position C2 and switch S2 should be on the position C1. Okay, so this is C2 and C1, so the lamp should be turned off. Okay, now we'll see the last condition, that is both switch S1 and S2 both are in C2 position. So switch S1 is already in C2. Okay, now switch S2 is made to C2, that is terminal 2 and common point. Okay, switch S1 and S2 are in position C2. You can see the lamp glows. So all the four conditions are satisfied, hence we got the successful output, or successfully we implemented or realized the staircase connection or one lamp controlled by two switch.